Yo, yo, yo! Any of you guys watch Stranger Things? You did? You started watching when it first came out? Chat, by the way, if you did start watching Stranger Things when it first came out, I was 15 years old. This was 2015, 2016. I was 15 years old. 15 when Stranger Things started, and we finally finished it at the end of 2025. If you didn't finish it, there will probably be spoilers in this video. Just be cautious. Let's get into another video, the tragic end of Stranger Things.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming in and sitting down because today we're going to be talking about the Stranger Things fan base. Not just Stranger Things, but I will say we might talk a little bit about the newest season because,
spoilers.
Spooky stinky. So, spoilers, I guess? Spoilers ahead in case someone's like, dude, what the hell? I was going to watch that.
You were warned. You were warned.
Warning.
Well, I mean, I'm with...
You've been spoiled. The release of
Wait, why did that just say Elle dies? Oh, technically speaking. Okay, never mind.
Stranger Things might
also, this is spoilers. We're going to talk about shit. That's one of the things that pissed me off. We don't know if Elle's actually dead or not because at the end they describe it, they talk about it as like, oh, as in a story of the Dungeons and Dragons, and then at the very end, people are left thinking that this was actually never real, and this is all part of the role-playing game of Dungeons and Dragons that Mike made up himself. So we don't even know if it's real.
Biggest media sensations
kind of pisses me off a little
bit. People
bit.
like to, shit on the last season and be like, this shit's a dog. But people forget that for the last 10 years, this show has had a goddamn stranglehold on the population, right?
Yeah.
Granted, might be a younger fan base, but a fan base nonetheless. And we've covered obsessive fandoms before, but Stranger Things is up there with one of the most feverish, one of the most diabolical, one of the most rabid. Not only are they glued to the screen and hyper-analyzing
I wouldn't think Stranger Things fan base is that bad. I've never seen anything about the Stranger Things fan base.
every single scene, they're also shipping characters and sometimes delving into straight up harassment of the young actors themselves. Which also, if you don't know shipping, I'm pretty sure it means they're like, this person should f this person. That's a ship. With the recent release of new season, there has been a divide over the ending. Over the ending of the entire series. And now more than ever, people are realizing how insufferable the fan base truly is. Which if you didn't get that from the TikToks from 2 years ago, remember Eddie Munson? Or people doing the Stranger Thing, they fucking blew up that one song. Well, we can't even sing it because it'll just get caught.
That's just cringy people in general. No matter what fucking thing it is, if there's a fan base for it, there's always going to be this section or percentage of people that are so outrageously cringy. That's not just Stranger Things. That shit happens all the time.
But still.
Running up that hill.
Stories of fans stalking cast members and using AI to live out Stranger Things dreams are spreading like wildfire. And this isn't the first time the fan base has been criticized for their behavior, and it certainly won't be the last. So brace yourselves as we look into the Stranger Things fan base and all the cringe it has to offer.
Hey, I still think Stranger Things is one of the top shows for me. Like the whole vibe of Stranger Things, it's a different vibe than any other show. Like Breaking Bad's a great show, but I wouldn't put it on the same level as Breaking Bad. It's a completely different show.
You think that this is going to hold up like another?
I know. I want to figure out how he did that to his mic.
This is 50 years strong. Can you imagine 50 years from now someone with like an Eddie Munson shirt on? That's going to happen. Though.
It will
There'll
happen.
Be a Hellfire Club shirt here and there.
Oh my
will
God.
people be regarded as like one of the greatest movies or greatest shows? Probably not.
Maybe the first season. First season's good.
It's okay.
Okay, people don't understand why people are wearing that, though. Like, you can't really shit on people that are wearing that shirt because Eddie Munson, Joseph Quinn, everybody loves Joseph Quinn. Joseph Quinn is in everyone's books as, like, just one of those... He's not really hot right now, but when he was doing all this shit, he was hot as fuck in multiple ways. He died. He was one of the best characters in the show. You killed him off. People are gonna worship him. So that's what happens. Sadly, the Duffer Brothers just completely sold the last few episodes, and especially the last season, because they didn't follow storylines and we're using AI. That was confirmed. Well, let's watch this video.
But to truly understand why the fans of Stranger Things are losing their collective minds across the internet, we got to go back to the beginning. Stranger Things was created by the Duffer Brothers and released on Netflix in 2016, instantly becoming a massive hit and marking itself as one of the platform's most popular
fucking crazy.
shows.
They were so young.
It's been 10 years. 10 fucking years. 2016. Holy moly. The story takes place in the 80s, and immense work was put into making sure the setting feels like it's taking place during that time. The music, the clothing, and the innocence of depicting children going on adventures characters in a small town unlocked a
Right.
deep longing and obsession with nostalgia. If I remember back then, that is truly the beginning. I feel like Stranger Things marked in media that true, like, everything's going to be 80s. The 80s nostalgia.
I love
could be
that.
wrong,
I
could be
loved it a
talking
lot.
my ass,
The
but I
vibe is
feel like
awesome.
around that time is when the 80s nostalgia really blew up, which is we're in the 90s now. Now everyone's nostalgic for the 90s.
It definitely accelerated it. Everybody's just wanted to copy Stranger Things.
Yeah, everybody was just kind of, which I think the It movies, those were like 80s, because they even got like some of the cast members from, or just maybe just Finn Wolfhard. But I remember just being like, is this just Stranger Things? I felt it was very, I don't know, it was odd. The series continued, releasing new seasons fairly consistently, and as the show got bigger.
Really quickly, down in the comments of this video, what was your guys' favorite season of Stranger Things? The mall season was really good. I really liked that one a lot. The first season, I liked the starting of Stranger Things.
It became more fantastical.
That
The
one,
budget
whatever.
started to climb
That was
from
great.
initial 48 million from season 1 to 80 million by season 3. And this is where things started to ramp up. The time between seasons went from around 1 year to over 3+ years,
Yeah,
with
wild.
the budget drastically multiplying. Fast forward to the end of season 4, it was understood that the following season would be the grand finale, with a budget totaling around
After that ending right there, I was assuming there's gonna be some crazy shit going on, and then the way that it ended, it was just like, okay, not what I was expecting.
$500 million. Each year that passed by with no release, the more pressure there was to deliver an amazing payoff, right? Well, surely we're waiting because it takes time to make perfection, right, Nick?
Oh, of course.
Also, our little teen cast, they're all 33 years old now. Eventually, in 2025, 3.5 years later, the final season dropped. While fans had a lot of great moments to appreciate throughout the final season, a surprisingly large portion of the audience was greatly disappointed by a lot of the decisions made. Now,
I'll
let's
tell you one right now. Why did Vecna die so fucking fast? Why did he not fight back? Why did not one person die that we didn't want to die? I don't know. It feels weird not killing somebody off in a show like this that you've been watching since 2016. I think you have to do that to make it emotionally involving. And yeah, no, Vecna was so dumb. He was so weak. There were so many things that
Let me
was
ask
like,
you
what
this,
the fuck?
Nick, because you haven't seen it. You're probably not going to see it.
No.
No. I saw it.
You like it?
No, but still, I was gonna say, is there any conceivable way this could have made a landing? It's the same thing with Game of Thrones. Even if Game of Thrones took its
Still
time,
have yet to
and
watch
people
Game
were
of Thrones.
You need to build up this. You need to build up that. Does it take too long? And then people were like, this should have ended 3 years ago. This should have ended 2 seasons
People
ago.
always be
I feel
like
like
that.
with these long-standing giant things, you get so big that there is no possible way you could stick the landing.
You're not going to please everybody.
No.
It's also extremely hard to end a show. I'm trying to think, like, I think Breaking Bad.
I remember at the time people bitched about that. I know people look back on it now and they're like, it was
Oh,
awesome.
fuck, I remember that.
Exactly. There's always, when it first comes out, people are always going to be disappointed, especially if there's like a mystery.
That's how it is. Ending with
or,
shows,
Gillian
just
Gillian
it just
did what
sucks.
they did.
It's
Better Call
ending.
Saul, great ending.
The people universally love
Oh
that
fuck.
ending.
I don't know, but
Don't
see,
tell me
at the same time,
Better
is
Call Saul,
Better
you have
Call
to watch
Saul
that.
as big as Stranger Things? No.
I think you get so big that I don't think.
You need to be medium big.
Yeah.
If you're the biggest, you're gonna be like the fucking, what's the giant blimp? The Heisenberg?
Oh, the Hindenburg.
Yeah, I know, but see,
Heisenberg.
this video is
I know,
sponsored
yeah.
by Helix Sleep. If you're saying new year, new me, but you're still stuck with the same old mattress, what the are you doing?
There's an ad.
A well-lived life starts with rest, and nothing feels as good as
There's an ad.
exclusive partner offer and get 20% off site-wide. Hey, thanks Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. People began voicing all sorts of complaints, from plot holes to the Marvel levels of CGI that encompassed the big finale battle, which lasted all but a few minutes after
Yeah.
10 whole years.
Super cool, but fuck. Super short. How did we kill the big fucking thing right away so easily? The dude's insane. No one's dying. Vecna's powers levels just went downhill. What the fuck?
Years of build-up, you know, which is kind of the same thing with Game of Thrones, of the Ice King and all that kind of shit. It also became apparent
spoiler.
that the Duffer Brothers were introducing so many characters to the show that multiple scenes were alarmingly packed
I get
with
my
people.
Cheez-Its, please?
Which, if you look at that, every goddamn episode,
please?
there's just a scene of 7 people everywhere. And they're all voicing and going back to each other, you know, explaining
I do
what's
need
happening
Steve's
in the
sweater,
scene
though.
to great detail.
This flashlight is the Squawk radio tower, and this slinky is the bridge.
This is Will. This is Holly. This is Maps.
They
Yeah.
were dormant, just like these kernels.
This is Vecna, and this is the wormhole. And this is, you know, it's people grabbing things from around. It's become a giant meme. But even during one of the biggest moments of the show, when Will
Well, here's the thing. They've been doing that since the first season. So that's not new. They've been always thinking of how to use other things to help them out in the real world.
Bill Byers comes out as gay. Really funny. There are people in the room that have basically never interacted with them at all. All you have to think is, too, the world's ending. Well, actually, to be fair, if the world's ending, better get it out than keep it in.
Yep.
I don't
I guess.
like girls.
I like girls. Just
I mean, I like. I don't think he ever says I'm gay. I'm gay. No. I think he just says. I mean, I like girls, but not like that.
is that a verbatim line?
I think something like that.
Pretty much.
I don't like girls. I mean, I do, just not like you guys do.
He could just be like, bro, I'm gay. Which, how sick would that be? Hey, by the way, guys, I would love to suck a cock.
I wish one of the friends was disgusted by it.
Oh! That would be more for 80s? Are you kidding me? One guy's like,
Like Hopper.
dude, we shook hands earlier.
What,
Yeah, Hopper.
He could be good, but yeah, he's just not.
Also, one of the other characters is gay, and I don't think anybody gives a shit.
It really?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, it's a nothing burger.
Yeah. They had like a girl. Well, you know what it is? I think people got up in arms with that too. The other character who's gay is a girl, but they're making a big deal about the guy being
Yeah.
gay. It's one of those things.
Patriarchy, man, ruins everything.
Patriarchy. You know what they should have done? You know they should have had to be like, Vecna's making me gay.
Hot take, the yellow filter in the world was so lame they could have made it dark and scary and not yellow. Yeah, it was like really orange and yellow. I don't know. Everything they chose to do, I don't know. It was so
Well,
weird.
what if Vecna's just making you gay? He's like, no, dude, I'm gay.
That would have been a good plot. We need to sever the tie between Will and Vecna to turn them straight. Thanks, guys.
It's just all anti-gay propaganda. Welcome to the 80s. Even an actor that plays one of the main kids in the show agreed publicly that more characters should have been dying in the show to make the stakes high as the story deserved. I mean, which is true. Like, you know, listen, if it's season 1 where they're all little fetuses running around, maybe you don't kill off all the kids. Kill a couple of them off. And people are gonna be like, Eddie! I'm like, that doesn't count. He's in one season. That doesn't fucking
But
count.
he was
All
the
characters
best
that are
character
kinda
in the show.
They'll die. Like Billy. Remember when all the Midwest women were flicking their beans to Billy? Oh, splish splash, I was taking a bath. It was one of those. It's also become a meme to point out that most conflicts in the show were solved by Elle holding up her hands and screaming, including the finale of the series. Which, you know what? I'm not gonna. Hey, welcome to anime. Is that not fucking every goddamn anime ending?
That's fair.
All of them. People are gonna dog on it now because it's not a fucking little Japanese cartoon. Come on, dude.
It's a 19-year-old lady.
It's a 32-year-old woman. Many fans started comparing it to the generation fumble that was the final season of Game of Thrones. As a whole, the Stranger Things this season was
30%?
way worse.
Really? Than Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Listen, the last season of Game of Thrones, the problem is they rushed all of it. And people were like, well, her character wouldn't. I'm like, it all made sense to me. It's fine, whatever. But it's just a thing of them being like, and it's done. And we're done. This Stranger Things, I mean, it's just the writing is abysmal. It's just the characters. It's just a bunch of shit where you're just like, it just felt like everybody was phoning it in. Oh,
And it sucks because you're watching 10, 11, 12 years of that shit just to get to the ending, and we're like, hey, I just dedicated. And if you were one of these people that dedicated their whole lives to Stranger Things waiting for the ending, you just wasted 10 years for the shittiest ending ever.
Yeah, she was in Terminator.
Let that sink in.
It's like, oh, remember that guest appearance? Oh, we have to do this. I guess we'll go here.
Did they defeat Vecna an hour in? Like halfway?
Well, the
Yeah.
fucking last episode's like 6 hours long. It felt like it was a day. I remember it was done and it's just like 8 months later. Also, the end of the deal, they beat all the stuff. They kill all these human beings, like the military staff, right? And they just let them go. But there's no like explanation. Like they don't have to defeat the army or the army. Like you could have had a general just be like, they come back up and everyone puts their hands up.
Oh my
And they just
God.
be like, "Yeah, it was
I forgot about that. What happened to the pregnant women? And what were all those people? So random.
the point. It's done anyways. Like, yeah, you kill one of the main people. Yeah, whatever. You could even just do that. What if they throw their guns on the ground? I'm done with this shit. You could have done that. And say, yeah, it's just Elle getting fucking blown up. And everyone's like, no! And she just... And they kind of like reenact some like, like whenever they show the atom bomb dropping, or like the nuke. That famous shot of the house. They do a bunch of that stuff. And all the upside down blows up. And Purple Rain plays.
Do you see Elle disintegrate?
No, because, see, they couldn't do that because then you wouldn't have all these people. I'm sure we get into it. People were angry at the Duffer Brothers for not closing out the series in a satisfying way, and they decided to start answering questions from viewers about it. This only made things worse. Yeah, dude. Just be like, it is what it is. This is what we made. Also, can you go back and change anything? No. Why even humor it? They didn't seem to have a good answer to a lot of the questions people had, and the further criticisms from fans led them to backtrack from the previous statements. Matt Duffer eventually told an interviewer, and I quote, "I'm not in a good place. Like, why the hell did we do any of them yesterday is beyond me. I'm like fried. I was getting over the flu, so anyone mad at any answers we gave out yesterday, just cut me some slack.
Excuses, dude.
Fuck you, Matt.
They're so good, and then they just did that
I don't
shit.
give a f. I'm sick too. Stranger Things fans spent the past 10 years anticipating the ending of their favorite show, only to be disappointed. For a large group of people, this frustration grew into straight up delusion. The main villain, Vecna, has psychic abilities that allow him to manipulate people by giving them hallucinations. People started to hyperanalyze the last season to discover the supposed evidence to suggest that the last episode is filled with hallucinations not connected to reality. Are they still under Vecna's control? Vecna! This evidence includes minor details like objects being different colors instead of that just being a continuity error. No, it's Vecna. That's actually perfect though. Well, that was actually Vecna's doing.
If that's what it was,
See, now what
then
they could do a Snyder edit kind of thing. Like 2 years from now, be like, well, this is the final episode.
Yeah, this is the final. This is the Vecna cut. This then led to the belief that a secret 9th episode of the show would soon be released on January 7th, showing what actually happened, causing the fan base to look desperate and in denial that their favorite show just simply had an unsatisfying conclusion. To show just how widespread this theory was, Netflix crashed on the 7th because of the insane traffic from people hoping that there would be a new finale.
I mean, that would have been a really smart play if they did that. Where it's just like,
They should have at that
we
point.
disappointed you. Now here's the real ending, and if fucking killed.
Oh my god. You know what they'd be to those that would give those fans the biggest ego.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we were right.
What if they did release a final episode and all the kids died? The fan base wouldn't be satisfied if Vecna
No,
won.
there is no ending. There is no ending that would be satisfactory. There is none. It's not like people are like, it should end this way. It should be this. It should be this. It should be this. There's no possible fucking outcome. You gotta just write what you think is best. So to the Duffer Brothers, at least.
yes, there is. Steve dies. Everybody cries. Will or Elle dies during battle because Vecna's OP as shit. One of them dies. The other one gets mad as shit, goes Super Saiyan because of it, and fucking absolutely obliterates Vecna with a crazy ass outro and credits.
Give them credit there. At least they're just like, that's just what we fucking, there it is, right? Well, also, I know the whole thing was like, Stranger Things was supposed to be an anthology series, but because it was so popular, they just kept using the kids, because why would you not? You're printing money at that point, whatever. But it's just, they're gonna be like, so like, what is the Upside Down? It's a wormhole. When there's a government, yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like
Yeah,
any
the
fan
whole
base, people
Upside Down
start to
thing was
pick favorite
wild.
characters
They
and obsess
went
over
so
anything they do.
different
For the
route.
Stranger Things fan base, it appears that many of them are weirdly invested in the actors portraying them. There is not a single piece of Stranger Things media that is not overanalyzed. There are even countless theories and rumors made by the more devoted fans. One fan made a video alleging that most of the main cast didn't like Millie Bobby Brown because of how they acted around her in interviews, playing the most mundane clips of cast members interacting with each other pretty casually. Look at that! That is
They
delusion,
would,
dude.
yeah. Like when they said something, like someone would like turn.
Did
something.
anyone else think, well, this is the fucking comments I hate too. We even get these kind of comments sometimes, you sick fucks. People be like, anyone else thinks it's kind of weird that Hunter says this to Nick? Or anyone else think that Nick is unhappy this shoot?
People will look into everything, the smallest things, to try to stir something up. Like, y'all need to stop, get a life, and find a hobby.
Are Isaiah and Hunter fighting?
Yeah, exactly. Anyone else think Hunter's getting annoyed at Isaiah this episode of Creepcast? We're reading a story called like the poo-poo diaper man or something like that. Anyone else think that he's getting a bit annoyed? Which I hate that kind of comment too, because it's just like, you're throwing it out there, but that's just like a fucking active grenade.
Yeah, exactly.
For someone to be like, I thought the same thing.
Okay, it wasn't just me.
Okay, thank God. Yeah, this. And then every other normal person never interacts. They'll never experience that. But then, yeah, anyone involved in the channel is just like, ah, with the explosion. Ah! The fanbase also loves shipping characters for their fan fiction's weird fantasies.
Right.
The most popular ship is Byler, which is the potential romantic relationship between Mike and
God.
Will, which Will wanted it.
See, that would have been a little love triangle. Mike's also confused. Is Vecna corrupting me?
Yeah.
What?
Mike turns on Elle, turns to Will, and just hops right on his cock. And then she's just staying there wondering what the hell, and explodes Mike's. Yeah.
If it's at the end,
Duffer Brothers, you should have had me.
sacrifice himself, and Mike's all tore up about it because he's just like, I love you.
What Will?
What if he's sitting there? Well, it should have been Will. Motherfucker's been in and out of purgatory since season 1. He should be like, sorry guys, and just hop in, blow himself up. But instead of that, what if at the end Elle's just like, I think I'm gonna stay, and he's like, okay, that's cool, but I'm really in love with Will. Tell him. And he's like, are you serious? And they have a big gay makeout session. And that's when Elle does, oh, slices her wrist, oh, and then jumps into the upside down. Oh, and they're like, Elle, don't do it. Then he has to live with that guilt forever.
There you
Right.
go. But he's still making love to Will.
Yeah, well, they're happily married. That doesn't matter. He's just like, do you think we messed up? And he's like, I don't know, baby. All I know is it's just me and you.
There's 2 L's in Will. Double the L's.
You're only 1 L. He's 2. And they still play Purple Rain over it. She's like trying to talk and they keep raising the music up.
We'll figure something out. We'll fight back. We always do.
But this ship, the fucking Byler relationship, is so popular that it has its own wiki page, which archives the most popular Byler fanfics on every platform.
Bro.
Because that's necessary. Who's down there and they're just like, oh my god. Like reading a wiki. Please, they each other here.
Yeah, people actually be doing that
We
shit.
have scholarly evidence of this ship. Is it just horned up people? Is that all it is?
Well, I think it's a mix of a lot of things. I do think a lot of people like it because it's like romantic. Some people, well, it's mostly women who ship. But like if for anime,
Sorry, fellas. I guess we don't count.
for anime, a lot of guys like to ship the main character with the girl they like because it's just like I would date that person, so the main character should date that person.
So
Yeah.
they're like, I vicariously see myself through this main character,
Yeah.
and that main character being with this person means I'm with them. Like Luffy and Nami.
Very social as shit.
Yes, or Luffy Usopp.
I want to see Luffy sit on that nose, dude. Gum. Yeah. Gum pleasure. After this last season, it was revealed that Will was gay, and there was no hint of Mike and Will getting together. Fans were
bad.
left in literal tears after finding out that their favorite headcanon was not a reality. I do love that. What? Because that's the other thing too, the Stranger Things, it's like breadcrumbs. So you can just, however they see it. So also closing this off, it brings everybody back down to reality. Yeah, Mike being like, no, I'm not with that.
See, that would have been a good. I feel like I haven't seen this last season, but if Will sacrificed himself in his last moment, he told Mike, "I love you" or whatever.
Yeah, he does this. There's the and then he's blowing up and he's like, I don't like girls. Or he could have just said, I love you.
Yeah, exactly.
I love you. I love you too, man. No, not like, I mean, I love you.
Yeah, not like that. And then he turns
What?
around and then Mike is doing math in his head, realizing what that means.
Just taking his pants off.
Yeah.
Will! And he turns around, Will! And then,
So many different ways they could have.
bawling her eyes out, yelling, why can't they just fuck? After finding out
Oh,
11
brother.
dives in the series finale.
Oh,
He died, so like, why can't they? Like, I don't understand. I don't give a fuck about his random ass boyfriend. Like, why did?
oh my god.
Why? I think people don't give a
Here's the thing though. Younger girl might be going through some things in life. It's around that age. Tensions, emotions are high as shit. I have a younger sister. I understand. Okay. So when it comes in terms of that, that's a little different. They emotions are high, and no matter what happens, they're locked in and they're feeling it.
They're like, I don't give a f.
So I can't really make fun of
They're
people
not
doing
18
that
by the
at
end
a
of the
certain age
I
as well.
don't know. I mean, they probably are. I don't know.
You still can,
because
but-
they're all graduating high school. So yeah, they're all 18. Whatever. It's just weird though, where it's just like I remember watching you as like as a little boy. I remember when you were 5. that kind of thing. Remember when the show started and you were 8 years old? Isn't that kind of weird to be like, I want them to fuck? That's just kind of odd.
Yeah.
That'd be weird, yeah. I remember when the
Yeah.
first season came out, everyone thought Mike and Elle's actors they wanted them to date in real life too, because they're like, they have so much.
Yeah, everyone does that though. Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, Toe Maguire, and Kristen. I mean, it's just anytime there's a on-screen thing, people are gonna want it in real life.
Harry and Cho Chang.
Who? Oh, Harry Potter. Oh yeah, Cho Chang. Appreciate you, J.K. Rowling. There wasn't a lot of Cho Chang love, was there? I feel like I was always Harry.
Pissed about that. We gotta watch the
Hermione.
Harry Potter movies.
Everybody wanted.
Ah,
even
such a
J.K.
good
Rowling
series.
was like, I messed up. Harry should have married Hermione.
Yeah. Do you think? Yeah, she's with Ron. My
And then
ass.
Ron and Ginny should have got together, had a little incest.
I guess
What?
it's just me and you, sis. Okay, Ron. Us Weasleys gotta stick together, huh? That would make sense though too. The Weasleys are just like these inbred mutants. I don't think my sister wants to
Oh
date me. And
my
Harry's like,
god. How did this turn to Harry Potter?
since the beginning of the series, you know. Well, I want to date me sister. We should probably try to go follow Snape or something. Hold on, I'm gonna start with me love letter to me sister. I can't wait for spring break. Boom. Guess he do his owl. The owl's inbred too.
I remember their fucking owl, dude. Oh, that series is so. Oh my god,
Can you
Harry
clean up your
Potter's
side of
great.
the room, by the way? It's getting a bit dirty. Another fan wrote a 2,000-word long essay about how they believe Byler will come true during the second release
Oh
of the
my
final
God,
season.
get
This
a
take
life.
was so delusional that even another Byler fans were telling the person to calm down and come back to reality,
Yeah.
insisting that it won't happen. Like how they have to have other people, listen, buddy, we're all hard. All right, but this is ridiculous.
This is a fantasy, not reality.
You're living in a fantasy's fantasy.
It's gonna happen
so let's
this
come
way.
back to reality, but come here. Take my hand. Though the love for these two fictional characters might seem insane, the love this fan base has for Eddie Munson is on a whole new level. Which I will say, the love for Eddie Munson, 2 or 3 years ago, oh, that was, you couldn't escape it.
When did he die?
Season 4.
Oh, he died in season 4.
It was like 3 or 4 years ago.
How many seasons was he in?
1. He's in 1
He's
season.
in just one
He was
season.
in 1 fucking season.
Best character too.
Wow.
I'm telling you. Eddie was a new character introduced in season 4 and had only 42 minutes of screen time across 13 hours of this season. Despite this, he was the central phenomenon of an entire movement of fanfics and cosplays. Steady was the name of another relationship fans created in their head between Eddie and Steve Harrington. They love to post thirst traps of cosplays making out in costumes, and the comments go bananas for it. Oh, God, this is hot. That's one thing I fucking hate. It's all gooning now in comment sections, isn't it? You open up one thing and they're like, oh, not me on my break. Not me when I'm breedable. I see that a lot with girls. Girls are fucking ravenous with that shit, dude. You gotta watch out. Oh, God, not this popping up while hubby's at work. Oh, this is making me wet. I saw that comment on a guy like making a song. He was like just a guy playing acoustic guitar, and that was one of the girls. This is making me wet. And all the comments underneath were like, I know, right?
What?
That's people trying to be like, maybe he'll comment back.
That or it's, I mean, at first I was like, well, that's just gotta be a satirical comment. And then I just see it. It just,
No,
it's
it's
too
not.
true.
It makes sense if you're like an OnlyFans model trying to like.
Well, yeah, if it's like that's the whole Twitter thing. If someone's just like, look at my book report, and someone's just like, discount on my OnlyFans. Oh, who said my OnlyFans is free? Hey guys, look at this volcano I made for science class.
OnlyFans needs to get
Free
fucking
love.
banned, dude.
Click here.
She's sitting on the volcano.
OnlyFans is like the final boss of just brain rot, low key.
I don't want it to explode. Light it. I want it coming out of all my pores. They also claim that these two characters are Dustin's dad, since they are both friends with him in the show. Oh, look at that picture. Dustin has 2 dads. On the Steady Wiki, they even track how many times the show
Or
was a
brothers.
fan favorite
How about
and a
brothers?
weekly fandom Tumblr page. People got a lot of time on their hands, don't they? Too much time. Even when I was young, I don't think I had this much time.
Yeah, they all work from home.
Oh. Damn you, COVID. The fans' love for Eddie doesn't stop there. After he died in the show, a fan wrote a
Rip.
sad song titled Eddie Song that made multiple references to the show and the one season he was a part of. The song would blow up and be used by tons of edits and satirical videos mocking the fan base, those bastards.
Eddie, baby, I just saw Steve.
But the fans loved it. To honor his legacy, a large group of fans dressed up as Eddie and went to the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo and flash mobbed the guest there by putting up a speaker and blasting a fan-edited song using scenes from the show.
I mean, I respect the fans. But that's crazy.
There were tons of people with guitars.
Oh,
that
I
didn't know how
remember.
to play
Oh my
them
god, I remember when that freaking edit, that remix of him. Oh my god, I remember that.
Because one of Eddie's most memorable scenes in the season was when he played Master of
Fire
Puppets
as
by
shit.
Metallica.
One of the best
People were just
scenes-
carrying
one
around
of the best
guitars.
scenes
It's
in
part of
Stranger
the
Things.
costume. I don't know how to use a fucking sword, but I'm sure, like, you know what I mean? Like, once again, I don't see the problem with that.
Yeah, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, whatever. It's a fucking costume. Okay.
Unless he tried to play it and he thought he was good.
Yeah. I mean, people air guitar.
No, but he can actually play. He actually played that, and Metallica gave him the guitar as well.
Guitaring with a guitar there is cringe, but I don't know, it's fucking cosplaying. It's cringe already. Who gives a shit? The scene was beloved by fans and is referred to as Eddie Munson's upside down guitar god scene for how epic and gnarly
I mean, it was epic as shit.
All the comments couldn't contain themselves about how metal the scene was and quirky it was for him to play a music solo.
The thing is, most of the people that saw that scene probably don't know who Metallica is, and or that's the first time they've heard any Metallica songs ever.
Right before death, looking death right in the eyes and saying, fuck you! Being obnoxious in public comes with being an Eddie Munson fan, right? It's in the fucking first scene. Play a little bit of the first scene, not all of it. Just like a millisecond of it. That's a rebel. Since he was known for being a crazy and
heard
quirky
his
guy
voice.
in public, it's inspired many others to do the same, right? To be their best selves in public. These videos, man, are gonna kill me. these videos of people doing this. It's just, you know what it is? I know people say like, we need to bring back shame. It's just common decency is what it is. I feel like everybody's kind of been like this though, right? There's always been some iteration.
There's always
been kind of contained to conventions. Because to me, if you're at a convention, I don't give a shit. This is like a playground basically. As long as you're not harassing people, but it's just if you're in cosplay and you're walking around, you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah,
especially
I mean,
if you go
people
to
do
like
that
a
all the
panel.
time.
I've seen so many people where they're like in a exhibit.
Marvel's huge for that. The biggest fucking franchise ever for anyone doing cosplaying is Marvel. Yeah, no, there's no question. It's 100% Marvel. It's probably like Star Wars underneath of that or some shit.
Hall, and it's like the Eddie Munson guitar contest. And yeah, it's cringe, but it's what this room is for.
But Star Wars doesn't have 55
Anything
movies.
that disrupts the public that are just trying to exist.
70
Shame on
movies
you.
probably.
In a video
everything
uploaded to
combined.
TikTok, a student stands on a lunch table in a crowded cafeteria and begins to shout one of Eddie's famous monologues from the show. The one we
Cringe.
showed it again,
Cringe,
a millisecond. That one. One commenter explained that this cringe lord was exactly the type of weirdo Eddie Munson was, except he's not conventionally attractive, so people are making fun of him instead of gooning to him.
What the hell is that?
That's where they get you. You kind of have to be pretty attractive to be like, because then you're like, oh, all right.
Can be.
Why are people making fun of me?
That's completely different. That's a completely different story. Which maybe we'll react to something in the future with that. But that's
some people
that right there
is
is.
they believe Vecna's real, and they're like,
I'll just say, I don't even know how that's like allowed, especially in schools, because we're role playing as animals, as humans wanting to fuck. Let that sink in. Animals thinking they're animals. Humans thinking they're animals, wanting to fuck as animals because they like that better. That's bestiality. I don't know if you knew that or not, but there's something weird and wrong going on with people that have to do that. But by all means, I don't like stepping on people's parades. Is that the terminology? I don't think that was the right terminology, but basically what I'm saying is you do you no matter what. And I'm just going to be normal, or not just normal. I'm nowhere near normal, but I'm just going to do my thing and not do things that make me look like a cringe lord. I think it's
Vecna, get out of my brain,
Vecna, get on my brain. I don't want to have to stab my
Ew,
geometry
ew.
teacher. That kind of thing. Don't make me be crazy. Are you sure? Okay, I'll do it. If all that wasn't enough, Bath and Body Works made
Dude, I
Eddie
can't
Munson's
with that.
candle
Whenever
called
I saw
Eddie's
that-
leather jacket for the fans to enjoy.
Shit,
That's a
my bad.
fucking dynamite idea.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Whoever came up with that.
The
you need
thing
a
is
raise.
about that, I know we're talking about something completely different. The one thing about that, though, is think about the people that are doing that. They don't have a bone in their body that's telling them that that's not cringy, and they're going with it, not acting like they're the cringiest person in the world. Like, they don't see that in their eyes, which is crazy because it's like respect for not giving a fuck what other people think. But how can you not know that you're being cringy in front of everybody?
Yeah, 'cause you're like, oh my God.
That's something that's like,
Like you're being
that's a mental thing, and it's kind of crazy. Like, I want to know more of why people
Other
are the way
characters
they
like
are.
11 are subject to weird edits, including a 30-second edit of a super fan green screening himself into a prom dance scene with the character so he could kiss her and dance the night away, which I just
No.
find this stuff sad.
How old is the kid? 'Cause,
Yeah, how old is
I
he?
feel like if I was younger, knew how to edit, I'd be doing cringe shit like this.
He looks like he's maybe 17, 15 to 17.
Okay, 17's a little too old.
He
Meanwhile, she's 12.
looks a little older. To be fair, I will say the edit, good for him. You know what? That's just raw power is what that is. A guy just being
Meanwhile,
like,
she's
watching that
12.
over and over again. Man, it really was a great prom. There's also a woman who uses AI to make it seem like her and Stephen Harrington are in a serious long-term relationship. She uses her social media page to post multiple provocative
Bro.
pictures of her fake relationships, and all the comments are eating it up and supporting her delusions, while people who stumble upon it randomly blame it on the mental illness, which I will say,
That's-
if it's a long-going thing.
That's parasocial. Parasocial is no joke because people get in trouble with people that are parasocial. Like parasocial shit is insane, dude.
That's when I'm like, there's a separation that has to happen.
Do you see the picture of her in the mirror?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, I see. I wish I didn't have to see. I wish I didn't have to see with the context. Maybe afterwards I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But it's just this long-term relationship.
That if I ever were to blow up and get big, there will always be at least one person that's parasocial. And those people are dangerous. One man or woman. Like it could happen on any side. You have men that are parasocial thinking they're best friends or brothers and be like, you wouldn't die for me. It's like, I don't know you.
thing.
Like people are like, it's
if it's
crazy.
a troll, it's funny.
There was
but-
probably a lot. Yeah, I mean, if it's a
And the one thing
joke.
you can't do if that ever happens is, you can't lead them on or like.
But this
piss
is like
them
a
off more, 'cause
long-term
it just
thing of
goes
someone
downhill.
being, because I bet you during that, I feel like 2023 was the true peak of Stranger. Like season 4 felt like that was catastrophic. I mean, it was everywhere. The season finale, I feel like it just took too long. Wave died down a bit. Also,
Season finale is not gonna have any like merch or anything. Like there's a couple things, Funko Pops, Ride or Die, but like
people were growing
Season
up, but
4
I feel like
was
it's just
the
those
best.
things that held on. Those are the people that held on to the fandom.
Was there anything memorable in this season?
In this
Yeah.
season,
Besides like Elle doing like
just the Will when he's gay. That's like the big thing, I feel like.
That wasn't the
No,
memorable
that's
part.
not really
Will
fun,
getting
I
his
guess.
powers and seeing that was pretty cool.
But I guess that doesn't really seem fun because it's just a guy coming out as gay, so. No, I don't know. I mean, the thing too is they're too old. They're all so old now. My God.
they should have done a time jump and they're in college or they're dropouts.
They should have done a thing is at the end of season 4, they thought you do a thing where you do a big time jump. They're all scattered around, and then they think that they've defeated the evil, but it's just like, he's back. I thought he was gone, but he's back.
Or yeah, you end it as in terms of holy shit, we went through 5 seasons, and since the first one, we've all been in a trance. And this has all not happened. If they would have done that, Duffer Brothers, if you would have done that, turned it around and said all of this that just happened never happened, and they already lost and let Vecna win, that's a huge mindfuck. Like that's so much better than what we got.
They're all 30.
Yeah, and then you take from it because you motherfucker stole from us a little bit. Now we're gonna take back from you. Why not? If none
Yeah,
of that fits your
like,
fancy,
people are weird
you
with
could be like one of
parasocial
the mini
shit.
fans who have made detailed shrines to characters inside of their bedrooms. Some are dedicated to entire seasons,
Wow.
while others are devoted to specific.
Here's the thing though. If you truly really love something, like really love something, a shrine, okay, cool. I don't think there's really anything wrong with having shrines of things that you, depending on what it is, obviously, you like or whatever. Like for me, I like Funko Pops. I guess you could say this is a fucking shrine of Funko Pop, or excuse me, U2s. I know, because I already said I'm looking right at the Funko Pops. U2s, Funko Pops suck. It's not a bad thing unless you start to be like your whole life is about that, you know? You gotta have other things to do.
These shrines are not little sections of their room either. They take up entire walls and are covered in pictures and Funko Pops, which I'd say, you know, it's bad. Okay, can you guys start giving me a Funko?
Yeah, like Kimmy, that's
One fan
you
even
got a
uses
shrine
her
of Hello
to
Kitty,
try and
but
force the
is that your
universe to
whole
make
life
the
though?
actor
If you
Finn
say yes,
Wolfhard
you're bad.
her boyfriend. Her shrine consists of 8 Funko Pops and a collage of pictures. Others are immortalizing their love of Stranger Things by getting horrible tattoos, which I will
Oh
say
my
Dustin
God.
tattoo is.
What does it say? Fested?
I don't know. I don't know what it fucking says. Tested.
No, that's an F.
Fested.
Fested.
It's one thing to obsess over the characters in a show, but many of the actors and actresses have had weird and even creepy experiences with fans.
I've
Which I
seen
will
a
say,
room
I've seen an
on one of
interview.
your
I
videos.
saw an interview
In your
with
bathroom?
Finn
Yikes.
Wolfhard
Oh, that's
where
right,
he
you have
said,
a
like,
pink
he was doing a
toilet
meet
thing,
and
don't
greet
you?
or something, and a girl like didn't want an autograph. She just like saw a half-empty water bottle he was drinking. She was like, "Could I have the water bottle?" That's a story from him specifically. All right.
One time I had a girl that came up with her family. She was looking at my water that was half drunk, and she was like, "Can I have the water?"
That's one instance. I can't even imagine.
Did he give it to her?
No, even in the deal, he's like, "No."
And I went, "No, no, you can't. No, you can't have my water."
You can't have it. I thought it was kind of sick. Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike on the show, admits to being stalked by a fan when he was 13 years old. It wasn't just young starstruck fans following him around. It was entire groups of adults that would tail him all the way home. At one point, they approached him at his doorstep and asked for a selfie until he snapped back at them, shouting, "No!"
Let me have some people that are like that when I blow up. Let me have some people that are like that. I'm gonna have it on me.
You can't have a selfie!
I'm gonna shoot out some test shots. Scare him away a little bit. Don't get too close.
Mike must be mad at Elle right now. He's taking it out on me, okay? Any kind of paparazzi stuff, fan stalking, any of that shit of following people home, it's despicable. It's fucking disgusting, man. Gat and Matarazzi.
Bro, nothing pisses me off more than like Hollywood's paparazzis and shit. Paparazzis and shit piss me off, bro. I know it's something that like media and shit has to have for like that's just media. But I find it hilarious when we see videos of actors or artists getting super mad at the people in front of them. Then everyone's like, "Oh, he's such a dick," or "She's such a bitch." Meanwhile, they're just trying to do their real life things because they're humans just like us. They're regular people. This happens to be their job, and we watch the stuff because that's our entertainment. They're no different than us. I hate when people treat people like this. They're no different. You're basically putting yourself so much lower than somebody else, and it's so pathetic. Like, I'm never going to put myself underneath, except for Michael B. Jordan. Anybody else. They're all the same fucking people. Like, everyone has different ways of doing shit with life, but everyone's on the same fucking level. Some might be smarter than others. That's all you can look at somebody, is if they're smarter than somebody else. But simple as that, everyone has a life and they're all the same. No one's better than anybody else.
Who plays Dustin Henderson, explained that he still thinks about all the creepy encounters he had with a 40-year-old fan that admitted she had a huge crush on him.
Jesus. Yeah.
Can you imagine being 13 years old and have to deal with that? A 40-year-old, "I love you." How up would
That's
that be?
crazy.
My number.
Yeah, call this number tonight if you feel lucky. He was only 13 years old at the time, and the mother even acknowledged that she was aware of the age difference. Not only was Gatton with his mom when this happened, the woman saying this to him was with her child, who was audibly pissed at the humiliating interaction. In another instance, a fan went to shake his hand before pulling it up to his face and licking it like it was a casual thing.
That's crazy.
I'll say that right. I've never had anything like that before. I've had some weird shit before, but if someone tried to look at me, I would there would be a physical altercation. And I'm not a big like, ooh, I'll fucking fight, but it would be too much. That's too much.
There's that drunk guy who tried to kiss you.
There's the drunk guy that tried to kiss me. I pushed away. Did not like that. That was brutal. That was very brutal. I hated when someone's in an intoxicated state like that too, because if you like also try to do something to them, I'm always nervous that they're gonna get fucking pissed and try like attacking you.
Yeah,
or
you
doing
can't.
that too.
You can't.
So it's just how the f do you handle that situation? And then let alone I'm a grown adult. Imagine being a toddler. Imagine being 13 years old and having to deal with that. That's fun. There comes a point where fandom goes from a passionate enjoyer to being fully consumed by their favorite media. Some young Stranger Things fans aren't just seeing it as a comfort show. They're binging it nonstop and thinking about it at all hours of the day. Now that the series is over, people are starting to feel post-series
putting it on in the
sadness. They're not
background,
sure what to
constantly
do with
watching one
themselves.
thing.
Many
Like, watch
are
something
mourning
else,
the
they're gonna
show
do that.
ending by holding candlelight vigils at filming locations.
Oh my
Hundreds of people
God,
showed up to the
no.
location in Georgia where they placed signs saying, "We love you, Hawkins," or "We love you, 11." They also placed down Eggo waffles and notes exclaiming their love for the cast. One 17-year-old woman online confesses to a Stranger Things Reddit page that she is often crying just thinking about the show because of how much she desires to live in the town of Hawkins.
Well, she's 17. She was 7 when the show started. So if they first watched it when they were 7, that's like a really good prime age to like think this is your life. They're gonna be emotionally involved.
Mostly fueled by.
But at the same time, your parents should be on you about that. Being like, hey, this is a show. You do have a life we need to go to. Like, exactly. But like, I understand if you grew up with it. Like for me, Marvel. I'm a huge fan of Marvel. I'm a diehard Marvel fan, you know what I mean? But like, I still want to do a bunch of other things, and I know that it's not real life. Even though when it comes to the movies, I'm going to put that in front of me first, and that's the one thing I'm going to think about and talk about, because I can do that forever. Same for anything I get involved with, you know what I mean? Like games especially. There's a line that needs to not be crossed when it comes to you're watching this shit online that can't be your life.
Her love of nostalgia. She claims that
I think it's more so rich people that are doing this shit,
and
low-key.
enticing to her that she no longer
They
finds
have time.
meaning in her own life. You know, there's been times where I've seen a show end, and there is that I do believe that post-series depression is real, because you're just like, you're sad that it's over. You know, you're like, oh, I really enjoyed that. Even if you're a fan, like the Eggo thing, I don't think it's a big. I mean, like you're playing.
I'm taking those and eating them. If I saw someone put those down right away, I'm taking them home.
Into the thing, whatever.
I'm probably
but this
eating 5
idea,
boxes
That more
in one
deep-seated
sitting.
thing where I have
New video. How many Eggo waffles can we eat in one sitting?
no meaning to my life. That's where you gotta watch people, man.
It's a wake-up call if you feel that way. You need to change.
We just need to, I mean, you gotta experience more shit. You gotta like live your own life instead of latching on to the delusions of a thing that you're consuming. It's not just Stranger Things. It's all kinds of people do that.
Yeah.
Shit. Even with other shows, video games, anime. all
Friends
that
is a
shit.
huge
people
one.
latch on to where they put their entire worth into this thing that they consume.
It happens a lot with anime. A lot.
Oh, what was that? Sydney Night 3, my reaction to Taylor singing Exiles. First of all, this is a skit.
It's all kinds of people.
That's not
do that
real,
shit.
because
Even
she
with other
wasn't.
shows,
I
video
hate
games,
when people
anime.
make videos and shit like that, because they have to press the record button and they're knowing they're recording, and then all of a sudden the friends are grabbing them like, okay, ready, act, go.
All that shit. People latch on to where they put their entire worth into this thing that they consume.
It's so annoying, dude.
A lot
Oh,
of people
100%.
get post-anime depression.
I'm strange.
Well,
What
yeah,
you mean I'm
I'll
strange?
tell you what,
What's up,
if I
Rebel? How
was
we doing,
making-
bro?
If I was a fucking One Piece
Mukbangs? Oh, I'm down. Saxy Eats channel. I'm so down to start that.
lover, I wouldn't have to worry. Like this shit's never gonna.
I would
end.
love to do that
I'm gonna
shit.
die
New channel
before
coming
it.
soon.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, too, by the time that ended, you'd be like, it'd probably be a great relief. Finally. The fan base is filled with all sorts of controversies and crazy people, which has left many people
Stranger
feeling
Fiction?
fan
What,
base
The Thing?
lows. The horrible reception of the series finale
The
has
Thing
left
is-
many fans divided on the show.
Talking
in
about the,
general. Many
original
conclude
Thing
that they
movie?
hate their own fan base for how they're acting.
good movie.
Multiple posts have been made complaining about Stranger Things stands on Twitter and TikTok. These posts usually complain about how insane the fans are and how they're ruining the show for everyone. It's kind of like a band, right? You like a band, but then you look at the fan base, you're like, I don't want to be a part of this shit. Look at this. It's embarrassing, especially with all the conspiracy theories surrounding the show's show's ending, many are saying that they're embarrassed to be a fan and are making the fan base look bad by overanalyzing every little detail. When Stranger Things was released in 2016, nobody could have ever guessed.
You could have the initial like,
They
okay.
also couldn't have known that the fan base would become one of the most cringe and unbearable groups of people online. But it makes me think, at what point isn't being a fan of anything cringe? You know, if you love something and you want to share it online, to me that's like what the online space is for, is to connect people, right? I know people,
freedom of
we
speech,
used it a lot, and we
freedom of showing what you like,
digging in on people or dogging on people for enjoying things. But at the end of the day, just be yourself and be whoever the f you want to be. I just say draw the line whenever you're emotionally breaking because the show is over, or like for theories or something.
But yeah, you got to get over it.
If you're emotionally in distress and mentally in distress, maybe take a step back and have a breather. Or if you're in public and you're being a nuisance and you can't control yourself, just fucking take a chill pill for a second and realize that like other people are trying to enjoy stuff too, and that you and your fandom aren't the center of the universe, right?
Nobody cares.
At the same time, enjoy yourself.
It's just you.
Be fans of stuff.
Well, I guess there are people that care.
All the people too who are posting like, this is fucking cringe and stupid. You're telling me they don't have anything either? Just projection, my friends. But at the same time, you know, all fan bases are cringe, so it's fun to talk about them. Sorry, Stranger Things last season sucked. Really, it hasn't been good for a while. Sorry, I can say that. I mean, in my opinion.
That's your opinion.
In my opinion,
it has been good since the first season.
The first season's fun. You know what it is, though, if I can break it down, is that the first season, it was so stripped back. It fixated more on the horror. It was fun. These little kids, and there's also a thing about like a fun, dramatic angle of a mom trying to find her son.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. It's still equally kind of quirky and cringy.
It was good, though. Like, it was really good.
You know, it's like innocent in that weird way. But as the show progressed on, I just could not care. I just couldn't care. That's just my opinion.
It completely turned to a different. It completely turned to a different show.
Right.
It's also too, I think it just the stakes get too bloated.
Well, yeah, it's like an anime too, where it's just like it's when you bust this huge nut way too early, and then it's like, where could you possibly go from there? It's like Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel now, it's like Thanos did the fucking snap, half of the universe is dead. Where could you possibly go? Like what now could ever compare to that?
Multiverse destruction. All the multiverses are collapsing.
That's right. That's right. Write that down. That's it. Bye.
W video Papa me. Hey, next video, let's get it.